that Nua can just throw a bunch of damage into here. But yeah, if OG's strategy revolves around kind of sacrificing Wen, they might not have to worry about that on the side 9ZG.
Yeah, I think for 9Z Global, it's really about how fast can you get Leffy up to scratch, because late game he deletes Wen in one combination, no doubt. And that's going to be a very scary situation, right? I think for now, it's for 9Z Global there's two markers. Number one, how fast can we grow Leffy? The second one is, can we get like an initial takedown on R?
For sure, here in the early game, we see Muchen. Muchen is actually playing for this. He does not have Smite though, so we see a lot of Zhongfei's play for that monster there, but they have Smite to go ahead and secure. That time, since he's opts to go to heal, it actually gets stolen away by the side of 9ZG. Or not really stolen away, it was their monster, right? But it just did not get secured. OG did all that work for it to get taken away.
Yeah, a little bit disheartening, of course, at the start. But I think, you know what, with the heals coming up from Muchen, this places the number one emphasis that, hey, Arn is the secondary win condition, right? Dao Dao is meant to be the menace, and hopefully that provides space for Arn to really just get the free hits in.
And usually I say that Hou Yi is more utility-based, supportive marksman, right? But when I see An play Hou Yi, he goes full damage, he goes crit, Shadow Ripper, Eternity Blade, everything else. Not like the other Hou Yis we've seen. We've seen Hou Yis go, the cooldown boots with the Glacial and just to get as many arrows out. An is there to get as many arrows out with his auto attack, not his ultimate.
I mean, for a guy that has the sole pentakill in KMW this season, you understand why.
Absolutely. If anyone can go full damage on Hou Yi, it is going to be on here. We see Wen go ahead and come in with their emergence, but 9ZG sniffs that out, backs up here. They don't have level 4 in either of their players here, so they're playing super, super safe. But since An was able to get level 4 so early, it's like he got a free ultimate, right? He shot it so early, he's going to get it back by the time Long gets his ultimate, basically.
If I'm not wrong, it's about 40 seconds of cooldown, right? Initial first level of the Burning Sun Arrow. So they have a little bit of time to play with on the side of 9Z Global. But here comes the backup Wen in a very interesting position. Actually, no, misses all the skills. Not ideal for the side of OG. He does make it out safely. But Moon trying with the passive of the Ocean of Tears as well. And this is going to be a failed attempt. But OG, they still have the gold advantage.
Absolutely. We're seeing Muchen actually trying to bait them in there, but they were wise to did not aggress on Muchen even though he was so low there. And that's what, Wen was counting on too, right? They kind of dangled Muchen in front of them here, waiting for them to walk up and throw that combo. But they were privy to it, so they go ahead and stop that out. Oh, here's a fight. Here we go. Unbrow Outburst lands onto Didea. Didea goes down.
And you can start to see, right? This is the benefit of the composition that OG have built for themselves. So there is a lot of control. Kerker coming in control. First stun landed by An with the Burning Sun Arrow. Second set up by Muchen's ultimate, Unbridled Outburst. And then Kerker comes in with the whatevers and the Get Serious, and it's a free kill.
Yeah, a lot of pick potential from side of OG. Everyone can kind of instantly react to crowd control, right? If An lands an arrow, Muchen can go ahead and follow that up, and Wen can follow that up with Annihilation as well too. So you gotta really watch your footing, because you could be full HP and get caught by one crowd control, and everyone just converts off it and takes you out.
Yeah, and this is the value of Sick as the Flowborn tank, right? He should be able to tank through all of that damage. Now, the only question is, can the team follow up for him? And I think Leffy really needs to get the initial takedown onto An. If that's not the case, then 9Z Global are essentially playing on a timer here.
Absolutely. I think every fight is going to rely on how that Butsu comes in with their flash, right? Butsu without flash, realistically, is not going to be able to catch anyone outside of OG. But if he does have it up and he's able to get a good flash ultimate on An or on Wen, that could really, seal the deal. In fights that he does not flash, like right now, he's not able to join, as you can see here, as he's the sole member in the Clash lane. But he can, opt to go for like a ultimate on Dao Dao potentially instead. But the carries we're mentioning, there's not many people that take him out.
Oh my goodness. Another kill coming in for the side of OG as they take a little bit of hits at the bottom side. An actually, he's falling low, but he's pushing forward. That's crazy. The Leaping Savior are going to provide them with the shields as well. And for now, because of the microaggressions across the map, OG now leading by 1,000.
They go ahead and go for this Crimson Golem here. Dao Dao a little bit late, so Sick is able to smite it away there. But yeah, An was pushing up there because he knows Muchen has that Unbridled Outburst ready, right? He has the ultimate backup there in Muchen as he goes ahead and plays aggressive once again. The 2v2 on the side of 9ZG is definitely stronger than OG if they don't have Unbridled Outburst, but once you have Unbridled Outburst, it's really hard to go ahead and brute force through, just all those stats. And here we see Unbridled Outburst come out onto left, we push him into the wall there. He still has ultimate available, so he can play a little bit aggressive before he's forced to back up here. But we have not been seeing much action come out from Sick this game, right? We see him playing the Flowborn tank. He's just walking around farming, but he's down a level to Dao Dao.
Oh, nice! They actually get the return kill, the punish onto Kerker as well. And this is a nice response from the side of 9Z Global. Yes, Sick needs the help of his team, right? He can't really initiate just on his own because that will put him in a very risky position. And for now, OG, they still maintain this goal lead close to 1,000. In fact, it is 1,000 at this point, but 9Z Global, I like the response.
Yeah, I think most of that gold is probably going to be in Dao Dao there, right? Because he's able to farm so efficiently. He's been clearing out his jungle and then also eating the Clash Lane wave as well, too, while Keke has been kind of roaming throughout the map, playing more as the jungler here, right? Getting those ganks in. He right there set up a flank onto the bot lane of 9ZG. This team kind of left him there, all right, and he was forced to fight a 1v4, but nonetheless, he's applying a lot of pressure throughout the map. You see him getting vision all around, and it looks like Dao Dao is the real focus and carry of this game here. You know, Keke, you know, we know him as the carry, but this game he's playing, you know, more of the wingman here for Dao Dao.
This is a very difficult position here, and the TP does come in. Emergence, the help is going to come through, and Dao Dao gets out. There is no setup available on the side of 9Z Global. The stun comes in, not enough damage on either side to finish the job. So OG and 9Z Global, they will walk away for the moment. Leffy manages to find An. An has no flash. He has to run away. An is so low, but the save comes in, and Sick will be denied the chance. At the same time, Kerker, look at the rotation. They have spotted him out. Is he gonna just run to his death here? It's a 4-on-1 and Kerker in no man's land will be taken out for sure. This is a freebie for the side of 9Z Global.
Yeah, Keke has been in no man's land right there a few times, right? He died in the same exact position last time as well, too. It seems like he's going a little bit wide in these fights here, you know, trying to get the flank off. And when you do go so wide, if your team pushes up, you sure are able to go ahead and pincer your opponents when they're retreating. But if you do not have your team to help you out there, like you said, like we said last time, he was caught on 1v4, he got caught on 1v4 once again.
Oh, they have to do it quickly, and here we go. They catch Dao Dao again, but he has a level advantage, and the team is here with him as well. Where is the Leaping Savior? There is no Leaping Savior, and Sick is caught on the backlines. An is free hitting for his life. Will give the life off the side of Muchen as well. There is no follow-up damage on the side of OG, and for now, 9Z Global have flipped the script. No, it is not going to be the case. An does finish the job, takes the life of Moon as well, and 9Z Global, all of that lead that OG have gotten for themselves are starting to show. Dao Dao right again in the jungle of 9Z Global.
Dao Dao is level 13 here. OG has been just quietly funneling farm into Dao Dao here, right? While Keke's roaming throughout the map, doing whatevers, you know. Dao Dao has been farming up that Clash lane, taking that Clash tower, and he has this level advantage here. Now it's just a matter of time of when he goes ahead and uses that into a fight.
Yo, the information that they buy on the side of OG is so spectacular. And right now, there has been no punish. The T1 in the mid. In fact, all the T1s on the side of 9Z Global have been completely taken down. And this opens up the doors for them to take the Tyrant because vision is obscured for the side of 9Z Global.
Tyrant has been defeated.
Absolutely, we see a Tyrant go down for the side of OG, and then there's nothing 9Z can do about it. They're not in position, and they just got their tower taken out though, so they're playing pickup here on the side of the base, forced to clear some minion waves here. I would say though, the Futsu is really ahead here now because of all the farm that, you know, Keke's funneling into Dao Dao here. The Futsu is up 1,000 gold or so on him, and late game we were mentioning that is one of the most difficult Clash laners to deal with, in especially the 1v1. If he ever gets the ultimate off on you, it's really hard to take him out.
Yes, and all of this confidence play from OG where Dao Dao was willingly getting caught by the Sage's Smite on Win RJ, that is not going to turn out well as we head to the later stages of the game. So 9Z Global, they have a pretty good win condition, but they need more time.
Absolutely. We see Dao Dao, he is worried about Futsu for sure. You know, he's starting to itemize into the Ominous here, third or fourth item here, which is a bit early for Lunas. Usually they prefer to go a bit more damage, but he knows the pressure that Win RJ is going to be able to put him under if he locks him up with that ultimate. So he's going to itemize defensively a little bit early and play it safe there. And oh, he's just so high level. Look at that. Level 14, 15 here on Dao Dao, coming up very soon here at the 10-minute mark.
Oh, the damage does come through. An is just laying down the pain. It's going to be claimed by Dao Dao instead. But here comes the backup. WinRJ unable to find an opening. The T2 at the bottom going to be cleaned up as the first of the 3 sets available on the side of 9Z Globen's map. And at the same time, during that exchange, Wen actually got his Tome of Wisdom. This is the most damaging item in the Majors kit as well.
Absolutely, and on Nua as well too, right? Being able to apply all that damage onto those global ultimates to be able to react instantly to any play, even if you're not really there, is going to be crucial. This game, while it looks like 9ZG is not really doing anything wrong, it feels like OG has kind of, you know, out-farmed them, right? They managed the map a little bit better, and because of that, they're up in gold. Because these fights are relatively even, but they're still up 3,000 gold.
Because they're making the numbers advantage happen for the side of 9Z Globen, which is so funny because 9Z Globen have the numbers advantage in terms of members, but because they have the numbers advantage